Good Good afternoon to all the children. Today I am going to teach you about the kinds of verbs. Now what do you mean by verb? Verb means it tells us about action or action done by the person or things. It also tells us about what we are doing. Doing words and action words are called verbs. The word verbs, the word which tells us about what persons or things are doing or action done by them or us, are called verbs. Now here can you see the pictures? Action, these are the examples related to action or doing verbs. Now can you see the picture? Sita, what Sita is doing? What Sita is doing? Sita plays. Sita plays with the ball. What Sita is doing? Sita plays. Next example. Boats sail in the river. What boat is doing? Boat sails in the river. Fish swim in the pond. Can you see here the picture of fish? So many fishes are there. So many fish are there in the pond. What they are doing? They swim in the pond. So when the noun is in singular, verbs will come in plural. When the noun is in singular, verbs will come in the plural. Here see the picture. Sita, only one Sita is there. Only one girl is there. So Sita is a person, noun. And plays. Plays is a action or doing word. That is called verb. So it has been written in plural form. As we have to add as, plays. So when noun is in singular, verbs will come in plural. Here also so many boats are there. See here boats are there. 2 boats are there. So noun is in plural and verbs in a singular form. Only sail I have written. And here fish. Fish. Some nouns like fish is always in plural form only without adding es. If we want to add es in the fishes, then it will be a scientific context. It will be used as a scientific context. Then only we can use it es. Otherwise fish will be in the plural form only, fish only. We can't add es. Only some scientific reason is there, then we have to add es in the fish. In short, words are added to the verbs to complete their meaning are called objects. In the verbs, you added some words to the verbs to complete their meaning are called objects. Now here see, can you see Sita? Sita plays. It is directly given play. Plays is a verb. And what he need? Here this is the intransitive verb is there. Directly it has been said. But here object, can you see? Ball is there in her hand. Then if she will use a sentence like this, Sita plays with a football. So here football is a object and plays is a verb. Plays is a verb and object. Sita is playing with object, football. So football is a object. Objects are in forms of nouns or pronouns. Now different kinds of verbs are there. Transitive verb, intransitive verbs and complements verb. Now what do you mean by transitive verb? Verb requires an object to complete its sense is called transitive verb. Now if the verb requires any object to complete their meaning or sense is called a transitive verb. I have already told you that Sita plays with a football. So here plays is a verb and object is football. Now more examples related to transitive verb. A baker baked cake in oven. Now first of all you have to pick out verbs in the sentence. What is the verb? What is the action or doing what baker is doing? Baked. So baked is a transitive verb. And what is the object? What a baker is baked? What baker baked? Cake. So cake is a object in this sentence. A baker baked cake in oven. So bake is a transitive verb. So here verbs requires an object. Which object is this? Cake. So bake is a transitive verb and cake is a object. The teacher helps Meena in solving puzzle game. So here find out the verbs. Which is the verb? Helps. So helps is a transitive verb and puzzle game it's an object. So in short, transitive verbs requires an object to complete its sense or meaning. Intransitive verb. Verbs that does not require an object but complete by itself is called a intransitive verb. Here only Sita plays, then it's a intransitive. The sentence complete by itself. Sita plays. In the front page we have already seen Sita plays. What Sita plays? So sentence is complete by itself. Sita plays. So it's an incomplete sentence. So it's complete by itself only in the phrase form. So that is called an intransitive verb. Verb does not require an object but complete by itself is called intransitive verb. The moon shines. The sentence complete by itself. The moon shines. So shine is an intransitive verb. Here any object is there in this sentence? No object is required. The sentence complete by itself. The joker laughed. Pick out the verbs in this sentence. Laughed. So laughed is it transitive or intransitive? It's a intransitive verb. Why intransitive? Because here no object has been used. Now complement verbs. Words required to form a complete predicate is called a complement to the verb. Now already we have learned subject and predicate. Subject means person's or thing's name or place's name is called a subject. Where it may be in a noun form or it may be in a pronoun form. That is called a subject. And to complete that sentence, we need some few more words to add to complete the sentence. So by adding some sentence in the noun form, that is called a predicate. So words required to form a complete predicate is called a complement to the verb. The beggar looked hungry. Now here what is the complement? Hungry. How beggar looks? Hungry. So hungry is a complement to verb look. Look is a verb. Look is a verb. How a beggar is looking? Hungry. So hungry is a complement and look is a verb in this sentence. Now here some B verb forms are there. B verbs forms are there. I is used for first person. Will, you, they. These are the plural form. These are the plural form. And he, she, it. It's a singular form. It's a singular form. Now with I in present tense you will use always I am in present tense, and in past tense you will I was. Now in the plural form we are in the present tense. In the present verb form we are, you are, they are. So many are there. Plural means so many, more than one person. So we use a are in the present tense. And in the past tense we use we were, you were, they were. He, she, it. It's a singular form. So he is. He is a boy. She is a girl. It is a beautiful place. So it. It is used for a thing or place. So it is. And for the past tense, he was, she was, it was. Then in future tense, we will use I will be, we will be, you will be, they will be, he will be, she will be, it will be. In the future tense, will be used. Will or shall, we can use it in the tense form. Now present perfect tense, that you will learn later on. Present tense, past tense, future tense, present perfect tense. In present perfect tense you have to use have been for more than one person, and for one person it has been in the singular form, it has been used as has been. Here some question B form is there. Who, what. Who is a singular form. Who, what, where, when, where, why, how. Now who am I? What are you? Who are you? What are you doing? When is he? Where is he? Why is, how is. Now in the plural form we use this. How are you? Where are you so late? Where are they going? I hope this is the question form. Now here some verbs which tells us about what people are saying, thinking and feeling. Such verbs are called saying verbs. Now in the beginning we have learned about action words and doing words. Now here saying verbs. It so tells us about what we are saying, what person is saying. What person is saying, what he thinks about and what he feels about it. So here can you see the picture? Priya asks to Mehak to help in homework. Now here can you tell me what is this sentence says? It asking, asks. Priya asks to Mehak. So saying word is asks. Priya is asking something to Mehak. So asks is a saying word as a verb. Raj, think this is a beautiful frame. Raj, think this is a beautiful frame. So here it tells us what Raj is thinking. It's a beautiful frame. It's a beautiful, Raj think that this is a beautiful frame. So think is a, again it tells saying verbs think. It shows the thinking part of the sentence. Now here, I love to read books. Here saying word shows feeling about the books. I love to read books. So love is a feeling. So here verb. Read is a verb and object is a book. So here saying words tells us about saying, thinking and feeling. It's here verb is read. But what feeling shows here? Love about books. I hope you understand the chapter verbs and kinds of verbs. You all will be learning these verbs in a transitive form, transitive verb and complement verbs. The concept should be clear. Refer the textbook also. See the pages of the textbook. I hope you will understand the concept of verbs and kinds of verbs, transitive verb, intransitive verb and complements verb. Thank you. Have a nice